Hello, hi, Sanbolani. Vui. Welcome to Renaissance Worship TV. If you are new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe, click on the notifications button, and voila, you will be notified when I upload new videos. Okay, let's get to the point for today. Today we're starting a series, a new episode, our very first episode at embracing failures. So I'm going to tell you about my story, about my failures. Okay, the other day I told you about a little bit about my background, and I'm a child of God. And winning has been part of my life. I have always been winning. I remember in school, I was one of the top students in school. I remember in primary school, I used to puma number 2. Boxa nama top 10 ke tina safunda old education where kuba no number 1 aphansi uma kuthi no 50 class nibe khona umuntu ophuma number 1 up to number 50 ongaphasanga angabizwa and all this. So I was always number 2. So growing up, failing was not part of my life. I have never failed. I had never experienced failing. So my first experience of failure was rather a very traumatic experience. It was difficult. This is what happened. I was 21. I got engaged in church, the Christian way, the most acceptable way in our community of Christians. Or the engagement did not go on. I was devastated. I was hurt. I was broken. I was depressed, and I felt like I failed into this marriage thing. It was the most horrible failure experience that I had ever experienced in my entire life. It actually changed who and how I do things. Everyone else saw Omavui or strong. Everyone saw Omavui or bold. Everyone saw Omavui or I was showing so much boldness outwards. Like bold, but deep down inside I was miserable. Social distancing, it's not something that started magic because of the pandemic that we currently have. I was socially distancing myself from abazalwane because I don't want to answer questions with what went wrong into the relationship, why you didn't go on with the wedding. Mind you, lotsholiwe wena uceliwe walotsholwa wamiswa phambi kwebandla ukuthi uzoshada wena, then there's nobody to explain which so I felt like I had failed myself. I had failed ukubekezelela ilento yama relationships. Actually, it was my first relationship failure and it was hard, and I took it so badly in such a way that I was avoiding this after church makuphuma inkonzo bazalwane xa bexhawulana, hawu njani, mina bengivele ngiphume nangiya social distancing, nangigel songena emotweni kabingeleli umuntu ugel nokambingelelile uthe from a distance. I was really social distancing, and benhlina ke vele ke nje ngangeneki ke because angifuni ukuthi kube khona umuntu ozafike la engibuza khona ukuthi hayibo girl, when is the wedding, hayibo girl wakhipha nini ama wedding invitations. I was feeling so miserable. I was feeling so devastated, and it was just a difficult moment. experiencing failure for the first time, and I personalized that experience. I felt like I'm the one who failed. It was never about the ex, that he did whatever he did or whatever. It was just me failing to actually get into umshado because of izimo ey'thile or izinto ey'thile that we came across in our courtship stage or in our engagement phase. So it was hard, and at that time I didn't know what was depression. Bendingayazi depression. I was not well educated in terms of mental illness, so I didn't know if I was depressed. I still don't know if I was depressed or if I was not depressed, but what I know is I was surviving. I was merely surviving, and I had to learn new ways of surviving, of feeling the void yokuthi mina ngihlulekile. Uyayibona lonto le. So kufanele ukuthi ke manje ke ndikube khona something else that I do. I hated the idea of getting married. I hated church. I hated abazalwane, but they could not see it because I was there with them. It's just that bekune shield that I had created ukuthi noma ngikhona apha ecaweni enkonzweni kodwa they cannot get through me. And I started having a double lifestyle. Nobody knew about it. I was having a double